Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. It's complete on the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Calls his own number. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Hauls it in. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. The Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and
got enough space, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking for space. It's Allen. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Working that left side now. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
The short hand, it's Dillon. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and they forced the incompletion.
On the move. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And it's one thing to get a few yards and, you know, see quarterbacks slide. This guy gets to the second level, and he's got the speed to run away from DBs, to make people look silly. It's so nice having such a dynamic weapon at your quarterback position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the air, it's McCord. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. To the air on first down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting him.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Finds his man. It's Allen. Got room at the 35. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. The freshman able to get home with the sack. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Dropping back, it's McCord. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
Not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Johnson wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. On third down, he drops the throw. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Commodores will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
2nd and 10 here. Looking to pass. It's McCord. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They want to just keep throwing it. And they got him for the sack.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got an open man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
dialing up a second down pass play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Hatcher. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense...
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Commodores will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
First and 10.
First down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. To the air, it's Wimsatt. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got the back over the middle.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Able to get one down to the 15.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Eighth play of the drive coming up. Defense looks as if it's coming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Dillon. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He wants to throw. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll go hurry up here. Johnson looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And the Commodores in the hurry up. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bell. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Doors!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll throw it on first down. And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Looking for a man. It's Wimsatt. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This quarterback is so lucky that ball wasn't picked off. Of course, he threw a pick on the last drive, and this one the defender dropped. This quarterback's got to get his act together.
And back to the air on second down. This one's complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now, this guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Looking for the score. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to slam in. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The back goes in motion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. At the 35, he's open. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vandy. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking downfield, it's Wimsatt. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. A new set of downs after the completion.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Kentucky, 18.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the run, it's Trainer. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Defense looks like they're coming. On third down, going up top. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers. And he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return.